it's Salina. So for today's look, I will be doing this. I tried to do neutral, but it's more of like a purpley bronze, not bronze, purpley shade. Honestly, I don't even know what to call this here. I thought it was more of like a brown shade, but it's more of like a maroon or like a brown with a purple tone. Probably the definition of maroon. But I did use that in my crease. So I used this palette today. It's sort of similar to my everyday makeup look, where I use the same techniques, but just with a different palette and then a couple of different shades. So that way, to show you guys that just because I did it with that look, that you can use those techniques with any other palette, any other shades, to sort of get that same look. But this is what I came up with. I did also try out the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, so if you guys want to see my thoughts on that, definitely continue watching. But yeah, so if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and also if you do like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up as well. But let's go ahead and get started. Started off with my new favorite primer, the Fenty Hydrating Primer. So I've started with that. Let's go ahead and get into foundation now. I have two different shades here. This one is Sand and this one is Porcelain. So I did have to order online because obviously everything was closed. They have like a Find My Shade little tab that you can do, so that way it is you can put in a foundation that you've already used and the shade of that, and then they give you what they say matches that foundation. Well, this is what they gave me, and it doesn't look too bad actually on camera right now, but it actually is really dark. So I had to go to a Sephora store. My intentions were to take this one back and then exchange it for a lighter shade. But of course, halfway to going to Sephora, it's like 30 minutes away from me, I realized that I forgot my foundation, the entire reason why I was going to Sephora. So I now have two of them. Likely gonna still take the other one back, but for now I have two, which might help. So again, I'm going in with Porcelain. So let's see here. Yeah, see, I don't know. Let's see. See, I think this is gonna be super light. Yeah. So let's try to mix a little bit of the darker one in. Honestly, on camera, the darker one looks better. I feel like maybe I put too much porcelain. So I was just looking up the foundation, and it says what it is a weightless waterproof foundation with long wearing concentrated coverage in a custom triangular component for fast and easy full coverage on the go. Coverage is full, finish is natural, and then formulation is stick. The types, it's for normal, dry combination, or oily. So looks like it's for everyone. Full coverage. Maybe if I put a little bit more on, I don't really feel like it's too full coverage, but I do feel like I do have a lot of product on my face. That's one thing that I do feel. So I'm trying to hold my thoughts on this foundation back until the end of the video, but honestly, for the amount of this foundation, and let me just confirm the amount that I paid for this, $46. $46 for this foundation. I expect this to be flawless. I expect this to be amazing, and honestly, I would choose, at this point, I would choose my Estee Lauder foundation over this foundation. But let's go ahead and now continue with the eyes. So I'm going to go in with Soft Ochre by MAC. And I'm just going to use my finger here. And I'm just going to sort of treat this video like a chit chat, get ready with me. What I have done. Everyone knows that I'm back at work now, and things are starting to open up. So I live in the Valley now, I've lived here for like 12 years. So I live in the Valley. I'm going to use this MAC 15 Pan Neutral palette. I'm going to actually start off with this shade here in the middle, and I'm going to go in with an R40, and I just want to sort of show you guys that you don't need that palette that I have to create the same sort of look. Again, I did mention this is my go-to look, so a lot of times when I'm just rushing or out the door, I will use this concept of brown shades all together, light to dark. So just a wash of that. Same thing on the other side. Yeah, so I live in the Valley, but I work in the Silicon Valley. So in the Valley, a lot of things have opened up, like nail salons are now open. We have our hairstylists that can now work. So I did go ahead and see my stylist, and I lightened my hair. Which I'm actually loving. I mean, today's going to be the first day since the day that I got it done that I will actually be able to do it. I just started this video right after I had gotten out the shower. But so I'm excited to see how it looks. I did go lighter. I normally don't go as light all the way up here, but we were going to try something different here. And now I'm going to go in with this brown shade here. Just go right in here. Yeah, so I saw her. I've also saw the lady that does my brows, which I am going a little crazy because she went thinner than I normally do. But brows grow back. A lot of times I can just use more product in certain areas for them to look like I want them, but I struggled a little bit doing my brows. Another thing that I'm going to struggle with is because my hair's lighter, specifically around the front now, the lighter hair is going to be a lot lighter compared to my dark brows. So I'm going to have to get used to doing lighter brows, but until then, we'll see. So I'm just going in here. And this other brush that I'm using, it's an M433 brush from Morphe. I'm going to go in with this shade here. I'm going to go in same area, just a little bit more controlled with this one is an M513 brush. And basically, I mean, it looks like a lot of product right now, but basically I just tap here. And then I go in with a super light hand, like I'm barely touching my skin, and this is how much pigment's coming off. So that's gonna go here and this side. So I was trying to go get like a pedicure manicure since it's been forever, and I need one, or I need both very badly. And I was gonna go yesterday, but my mom came in town, so I was like, I'll just hold off. Or not even because my mom, I was running around at Sephora buying stuff that I shouldn't buy. But I waited till today. I was like, you know what, I'll just go before we go. I was like, why are they not answering the phone? So finally I get to a voicemail. We are closed today. And I'm like, they're closed on a Saturday? That doesn't even make sense. It's 4th of July, hello. So basically that made my decision for me because I was up in the air. Do I go get a pedicure? Do I not go? Do I go? Do I not? I'm like, finally, you know what? Let me just call, see if they're available. If they're available, then I'll go. Well, I was given my answer. you aren't going. So that's the only thing left that I haven't actually done is manicure pedicure, which I need to go. Like, my hands are so bad. I don't even want like my acrylics that I normally get. I just want a manicure. My cuticles are going crazy. I'm about to start picking at them myself, but I'm waiting. So this is just basically, it's the same brush. I haven't picked up any more product. I'm just sort of moving it around now and just swirling here. And honestly, I didn't want it this dark, but this is my normal life. I want to do like super, not a lot of eyeshadow. I don't think I know what not a lot of eyeshadow is. So here, and then this one just seems like it has a little bit more product than this side. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the end, and then we'll sort of blend everything. One thing you'll probably notice since I'm uploading this video is that I did not finish my Pride series, which I really did want to film all of those videos to celebrate Pride, but I just, life got a hold of me and I was not able to finish everything in time. So lesson learned, plan ahead of time, and I won't be crunched down to how many videos that I'm going to be doing. So I'm gonna go in with this shade here, and I'm just gonna go in with this flat brush. This is an M166 brush, and I'm just going to pack this loosely on the lid. Let's hope that that doesn't fall. Yeah, so I wasn't able to do that. I was actually pretty bummed, but I should have filmed when I could. I need to like take these weekends and like run with them to film, because during the week I really don't have time to. So basically I'm just putting this on the lid. Again, nothing crazy, just want like something on the lid other than that neutral shade, or like other than just the primer. So just put that there. I'm sure I'll touch up that later, but I have that. So the concealer that I'm going to use again is the Hourglass concealer, and we'll see if this one's too light. I don't know that I've actually used this one. No, shade looks okay. And I'm just gonna go in with a sponge here and just put this underneath. I don't know that I've actually used this shade, but I mean, the shade's not too bad. So put this here, and honestly, I probably should not have filmed this video. I need to leave by 3 o'clock, my wife said. Oh, it's 3:10. And she has learned her lesson from getting ready before I am done. She'll tell me, okay, how far along are you? Or where she won't even start to get in the shower until I am doing my hair. Like, that's how she knows that I just take way too long sometimes. Oops. And now that I'm adding filming, I'm sure she's going to love how long that I take. I started doing this. I mean, granted, I was trying to move everything around in the room so that way I could film, and I'm just going in with the Hourglass powder underneath the eye that I normally use. But I'm sure, oh, what I was saying was that I started at like 1:30. I got in the shower and doing all of this. It's like, oh, it'll be fine. Like, I'm just gonna do it really quick. Yeah, that never happens. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in with, I'm gonna go in with this brown shade here. Going back in with that M433 brush and just putting this here. I wish this palette had a mirror so I could just use this, but it's fine. I'm using my other mirror. And then this side. Yeah, so I went to Sephora and I'm going in with that darker brown now. I'm going closer to the lash line. Yeah, so I went to that Sephora and then I was like, okay, I'll just go really quick. She's like, oh, are you on my wait list? No. Okay, so just I'll put you down and then you can come back when we text you. Okay. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I go into the store. Literally, I went, well, one, I was trying to avoid going to Sephora because I was like, Salina, you already know you don't know how to go to Sephora and not like buy something else that you didn't go in there for. And I'm using the Fenty cream bronzer. You don't know how to not just go in there and get what you need, which is absolutely correct. I ended up buying stuff, of course, that I didn't need. Well, I need it because I need it for my channel, right? Like, you guys want to see stuff, right? Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell my wife. I'm just buying the stuff because you guys want to see the stuff, right? Totally makes sense. That's the danger of having this channel now, is that that's the excuse that I make. So we're gonna go ahead and go over this with the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and this is in, I think, the shade medium. So we're gonna go here. Whoa, harsh line. And then up on the forehead. That is that. I really do like this bronzer that, again, I bought and I didn't need. And then let's go ahead and set the rest of the face with always my airbrush powder. I'm just gonna sort of go over everything. I totally love this stuff. Honestly, I'm really surprised that my wife has not walked in here and told me, like, dude, how much longer? But don't be surprised if you guys hear it. But she's pretty supportive of my channel. She's actually the one that made me start the channel, or like pushed me to do so. So when it comes to filming, it's never like, oh, you're filming again, or oh, you're editing again. No, she's super supportive. Another thing, when I went into Sephora that I did not need to buy, I got a blush from Anastasia. This might be a little bit too peach for today, but maybe I can use this outside one. Let's just try it. This one, this I got because I asked the girl, do you know, like, what's a good blush? There's a lot of pigment on this. What's a good blush that you would recommend? And she recommended me this one. She says she really likes it, but I just feel like maybe it would go with a different eyeshadow look. I do really like the colors. The colors are pretty, so that's why I agreed and I bought it. Let's see here. The next thing I'm gonna go in with is highlight. let's do highlights. So I got the Artist Couture, what are these called? The Diamond Glow powders, and I got it in the shade Illuminati. And again, this one was a hard one because I couldn't swatch anything in Sephora. So I was basically going off of online and like different reviews that I've seen on YouTube. But it has like a little like sifter thing here, but then it also has this part that can rotate and then it closes it, which is cool because these powders can get everywhere. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in with this. I don't know how much is too much, so I'm just gonna go in. There's a lot of this, and then we're gonna go in here. Ooh, super pretty. So it's definitely like a goldish color. So I did want to try to put a little bit here and see. And then let's go ahead and go in on the other side. Whoa, okay. Don't put a lot because it's gonna go crazy. I mean, it's pretty. And then, of course, you know, right into the crease or into the brow bone. So let's do that. Whoa. Okay. Should have used a smaller brush, but of course I didn't. And then in the inner corner. And then I'll just do a little bit on the nose here. And then I'm going to finish my contour. So let's go ahead and try to blend this a little bit just to take off that powder, the highlight on from the rest of the, you can see how it kind of went away. So let's close the sifter and close the lid. Okay, so that is that, which actually I really do like that glow powder. So let's go ahead and put contour on the face or on the nose, and I'm just gonna go in with an E62 brush and the Laguna bronzer. I'm gonna bring this here, and same thing on the other side. And then let's go ahead and just like clean it up a little bit. This I don't think has anything. I'm gonna do mascara and lashes and I'll be right back. Alright, so lashes are on. I'm using the Lily Lashes 3D Mink in the style Miami, which Alright, so let's go ahead and finish up this look. I did curl my hair. You can notice, yeah, that it is lighter here. I actually really love my hair now. Let's go ahead and finish up the lip. I'm gonna go in with like a more pinky mauve color, just because the brown shade or the darkest shade that I put on it there, I feel like it gave a little bit of a purple or like a mauve look. So we're gonna go in first with Bad Girl to line the lips. And I believe I got this and the lipstick I got, or that I'm about to use. I feel like I got them together, but I don't know. And then I'm going to use a NARS lipstick as well. It's Pour Toujours, something like that. Lipstick, it's just like a mauve shade. It's a matte lipstick. But this is my final look. I'm like in love with my hair right now. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this look and have a good day. Bye.